Ah, well, hello there. We get this gain proper. I noticed my mic peaking a little bit before, so I'm gonna try it turned down just a little bit from before. Hello, hello, welcome to the show. I'm Dash Retro, and I thought we'd play a little bit more Magic today. I'm in the mood for some Magic, and I have been thinking a lot about Delver. I have to satisfy my Delver lust, but instead of playing Legacy Delver, I thought we could just play. Hey Siri, I thought we could just play some Pauper Delver. So let's get going. Because Pauper, you know, there's a lot. The only cards that are of of any significant price are Daze and Hydroblast, but those are just damn good cards to have. All right, so allow me to quickly just pop over here to the deck info. Say we are playing Pauper, and this is Delver. Ooh. There we go. All right. So, what is Delver? This deck is mono blue in Pauper, and it plays Delver of Secrets. This guy costs 1 mana. He's a 1/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, you look at the top card of your library. You may reveal it. If you reveal it, and it is an instant or sorcery, he becomes a 3/2 flyer permanently. Basically, after a little shenanigans, he is a 3/2 flyer for 1. So you want to play that guy, and then other kinds of disruption-y kind of stuff just to keep them from ever really being able to answer you just having a really good creature on the field. So that said, you play, Fairy Miscreant as kind of a blocker card drawer. You do your Ponders, your Preordains. Well, I should say these in the proper order here. So that's for that. Spellstarter Sprite for countering spells. Ninja of the Deep Hours for sneaking in a guy that draws you extra cards. Spire Golem because it's a cheap 2/4 flyer. These are the things. But then because Delver has to flip on a instant or sorcery, we have lots of instants and sorceries. We have Ponder, Preordain, Vapor Snag, Daze, Counterspell, Deprive, Gush, Logic Knot. So that's all that. Now when I play Legacy Delver, I play Grixis, but this is mono blue, and this is kind of new to me. I don't love that it only plays 22 instants and sorceries. In my Legacy Delver deck, I play something more like 28, apparently. So, yeah. The one thing that I'm surprised about, so by the way, I'm talking about this as if I didn't design this deck. I didn't. This is 100% a net deck. Because, I don't know, man, I don't play a ton of Pauper, and I just kind of wanted to play Delver, I wanted to play Pauper, but I wanted some hints, I wanted some guidelines. Maybe we will make adjustments to this deck in the future, but for now, it is 100% a net deck. So yeah, anyway, this is the deck. Let's hop on over to the play lobby. Let's go straight to tournament practice because, this is a very popular deck. And let's play a match. So it looks like we are battling Javier Ruiz. And we have Delver, Ponder, Preordain, Counterspell. This is a good hand. I'm keeping this. However, we are on the play, or the draw. We are on the draw. So let's see. It looks like our opponent mulliganed to 6 cards. And then, took the 6. All right, so what do we got here? Taps for 1, you can sack it to return a creature card at random from your graveyard to your hand. And so he's going to have some creature recursion. This filters mana into colors. And you draw a card to sacrifice. Got it. Okay, so that draws a card. Got it. Got it. So I'm going to have to read a lot of cards here because, again, this is not my usual thing here. We're gonna jam this Delver, and hopefully he'll flip soon. But yeah, so I'm going to have to read a lot of cards because this is Pauper. So, so Urza's Power Plant. So this guy might be playing some kind of Tron deck. Which means we're going to need this counterspell. Chainer's Edict. Okay, so he just did a lot of stuff to get me to sacrifice a creature. But, hey, maybe I should have been more prepared for that and been able to... You know, like, maybe it's not good to jam turn 1. Let's see, I think I'll bottom this. Probably keep Preordain on top. Or do I want to draw a random card? I do already have Ponder. Let's draw something else. We got another Vapor Snag. Let's play this Ponder. Alright, Spellstarter Sprite is gonna be good. And then Gush. Gush is pretty good, too. I don't know if I want this island, though. I'm so bad at pondering. Let's draw the Spellstutter Sprite to have a creature? Or do we want a better creature than that? I'm going to shuffle. And we got an island. Okay. You haven't played Friday Night Magic in, like 5,000 years. Okay, and then they did nothing. So that makes me feel a little bit better. So yeah, I guess I just shouldn't play Delver turn 1, and then I could have Vapor Snagged Delver in response. And that would have been like so much better. But instead we're both not doing anything. However, I do have 3 counterspells. So that's pretty sweet. So here's his turn. He plays Chromatic Sphere. I have so many cards that I'm just going to Spellstarter Sprite this. All right. Let's attack with our 1. Ponder. Islands. Oh my god. Shuffle. Shuffle. Fairy Miscreant. Hell yeah, we'll play that. So, just another 1/1, but if we get a if we draw another one, then we get more guys. Still have Counterspell up. So we have 3 Counterspells, and I feel very good about that. Spire Golem is pretty good, too. So yeah, let's attack with our 1/1s. Then we can play Spire Golem and still have Counterspell up. By the way, this is the best looking Counterspell. I don't know if you guys have looked through the Counterspells available, but there's only one other acceptable Counterspell, but it's no Tempest Counterspell. This one is awesome. Alright. Spire Golem, only costs 2. He's a 2/4 flyer. Let's go. Chromatic Star. So, I'm not sure about this. He can draw a card with it. I mean, at this point, I feel like we just counter stuff. Because I have a bunch of counter spells, and if I can just keep him from even drawing cards, it seems like he's having some trouble over there. attack with our guys. Preordain. I like both these cards quite a bit. Let's draw. Oh, if we draw Fairy Miscreant, then we can draw Spellstutter Sprite. Yeah, so we'll put Spellstutter Sprite, put Fairy Miscreant on top of Spellstutter Sprite, then we draw it, then we play it. Because we own another Fairy Miscreant, we draw a card, which is Spellstutter Sprite. So, hell yeah. And now, instead of Counterspell, Spellstutter Sprite will counter anything up to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana cost. So, shit, dog. Let's just attack. He's getting shit draws, though. Our opponent does not appear to be drawing well. Let's jam this Preordain Mega. This is Lost Levels. Shit, did I do that? Daze is not as good now. Let's bottom that, but we'll keep Counterspell on top. We have so many Counterspells. This is a fucking Delver deck. This is what Delver do. Delver's doing what Delver do right now. Spellstutter Sprite. Yep, he's had enough. So Delver did what Delver do really well that game. I think maybe what we do is put in Steel Sabotage and take out like Bone Splitter and maybe Vapor Snag. Yeah, one more Steel Sabotage, one less Vapor Snag. I think that'll be good. Let's go over here. Let's turn this shit. Pauper Magic with Dash. Community, not Magic. Or not Retro. Magic the Gathering for the game. Update information. Thank you, Mega! Alright. So, Delver did what Delver do right there. I don't know if you guys have ever seen or played a Delver deck. I know some of, you know, you guys, I don't know. I don't play a ton of Magic, so I'm not sure exactly how much Magic you guys play, but Delver that's exactly what it does. This is a bad hand. We are going to mulligan down to 6 cards. This hand is a little better. It has spells. I'm going to keep it, but it's not that good. We have Steel Sabotage, though, is pretty good. So he's got a thing a Cycle Land. Okay. So he can pay mana into this to get mana of any color. It's slow, but it's any color mana. All right, we'll play out an island. We have Steel Sabotage. This counters artifacts. So last game we noticed he was playing a lot of artifacts. So I boarded in some Steel Sabotages to help with that. Whew. Deprive is a counterspell, but you have to return a land to your hand. It's still pretty good, though, because it's just a hard counter. Ancient Stirrings. He can search his top 5 cards for a colorless card and put it in his hand. Fantastic card. This card is wonderful. He grabbed Urza's Power Plant. Oh, an ugly Urza. Oh, 9th edition. Bleh. All right, let's get these graveyards out here. And... oh, something in my eye. That Urza's Power Plant. Ooh, it upset my eyes. He's having a bit of a think on his second main phase there. All good. Fairy Miscreant. I like that. I think we jam Fairy Miscreant just to get something on the board. Also, that'll power up Spellstutter Sprite, and then I really think Steel Sabotage is going to just ruin him the first time he tries to do something. Because I know an artifact is coming before anything else. However, not much of a threat we're presenting here. So the question is, when do we gush? Because I want to keep up Deprive and all that. I guess whenever I cast this Spell Stutter Sprite, Expedition Map, wait, is this what he revealed? Okay, he grabbed this with his Ancient Stirrings. I'm going to Steel Sabotage it. Boom. And then I think maybe we Gush at the end of his turn. I'm going to try it. We're going to return these islands to my hand in order to cast Gush. Yeah. Play an island. Fairy Miscreant will draw us a card. That seems pretty good. However, then we won't be able to counter anything. But that'll be fine, because next turn we can Ninja. Okay, yeah, Ninja next turn will be really good. There's Fairy Miscreant, draws us another Fairy Miscreant. So we are going to be able to Ninja the Deep Hours in place of a Fairy Miscreant, and then play Fairy Miscreant and draw another card. So that'll be really good. Oh shit, though, he drew his stupid thing. Okay, he drew his card, so now he gets a big guy. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may gain 5 life. Well, geez. Now he has a 5/5. That's going to be difficult to deal with. And I couldn't do anything about it because I gushed. But that's my bad. Oh, and there's the days that would have saved us also. Well, whatever. Let's play an island. Well, we can... I got some tricks. So we are going to attack. He did not block, so now we play this guy with Ninjutsu. Boom. He hits for 2, and because he hits, we draw a card. We got Delver. And now I have to discard because we have too many cards. Perhaps we get rid of one of these Fairy Miscreants. But the real problem is him gaining 5 life every turn. The problem is not the other thing. 2 damage to creature or player. Okay, yeah, so he's shooting that thing. We can't really do anything about that. Nope. So I think I've lost this game, by the way, because he's playing Tron. I let him get his big dumb thing out. Firebolt another guy with flashback because he has 1,000,000 mana. I could have dazed that. I should have dazed that. In fact, that was such a misplay. We're not catching up on this one. Our creatures are too small. All right. Maybe Vapor Snag would have done well there. Perhaps we keep Vapor Snag in the deck. Let's thin out a little bit. Like Daze. I feel like Daze is going to be relatively bad against Tron. We'll just put the Vapor Snags back in. That way, if he plays a big dumb guy, we'll just return it to his hand and then counter it later. Okay, this hand I think is good. Let's keep it. This time I'm going to learn from my past mistakes. I am not going to play Delver turn 1, even though I can, because we want to keep up this Vapor Snag instead. So instead I'll Preordain. We got an island, we got a Spire Golem. I think we bottom the island. We top the Spire Golem. Because last time I played Delver turn 1, and then he Chainer's Edicted it turn... Oh, but I'm on the play! And the first time I was on the draw. I'm dumb. I do stupid things in this game. Whatever, now we have a Delver that we can protect. He wouldn't have flipped anyway. Let's play this island. Okay. I think before I jam Ninja, I need to keep up Counterspell. Okay, he made a black. No, he unmade a black. Now he made a black. So he's going to try to Chainer's Edict me. Yep, so there's Chainer's Edict. See, I learned. This time, I'm Vapor Snagging. So instead of having to sacrifice a creature, I just returned it to my hand. Which does slow me down. However, now I have Delver out and I have Counterspell up. So what does this get him? He gets a random creature card back. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good in Pauper. No, I'm not going to aggressively counter stuff like this. I did that before because I had 3 counterspells in my hand. Now I only have 2. Does he have another Edict? Yup. Well, this one will just counter. Okay. Fairy Miscreant, we will not reveal it. And we will instead attack with Delver, ninjutsu in a ninja, and draw a card. Yes. And play Delver. So this leaves us vulnerable. However, he is 2 off of Tron. If you guys don't know, so the Tron thing is that Urza's, if you control Urza's Mine taps for 1. But if you also control Urza's Power Plant and Urza's Tower, it taps for 2. Urza's Power Plant and Urza's Tower are similar cards that have those kinds of things. They allow you to look at your... I lost that train of thought. They tap for more mana. The reason I don't say they tap for 2... yes, we are going to reveal Preordain. Boom, now he became a 3/2 flyer. Excellent. And we will draw that Preordain and be quite happy about it. I think I will Preordain also. Right? Do we Preordain or play Fairy Miscreant? Because I can Preordain for the chance to add a land. Yeah. It'll be free if I get a land out of this. Sweet. And Spellstarter Sprite after that is really good. So... Magic is life. You bought this deck yesterday? Nice. Put on top. We want the land so that we can not play Fairy Miscreant quite yet. We'll just go to combat. Swing with our flyer. This guy is not flying, nor does he have anything that's going to help us anymore. I probably should have put out Spire Golem. Alright, then we'll play out 1 Fairy Miscreant. And leave up Counterspell. Do you think I got a Counterspell in my hand? I might just have a Counterspell in my hand. I love Delver. I love Legacy Delver, but I wasn't ready to buy the Force of Wills yet, so I'm just playing Pauper Delver instead. Because I haven't played enough Pauper. It's a really fun format. sorry if, well, I shouldn't apologize. If you're watching, it's because you're enjoying, but I don't know how much I need to explain. Pauper is the format where only commons are playable. Okay, so this thing will draw him a card. I think I should let it go, though. Man, I don't know how aggressively to, I just don't know how aggressively to counter things like this. I mean, I guess that's why Steel Sabotage is in my deck. If I get Steel Sabotage, I'll counter things like that. But otherwise, I need to save the counter spells for his big dumb things. Prophetic Prism. Okay. So he's drawn a bunch of cards. Now we get Spellstarter Sprite, though, which is pretty darn good. Because, let's see, we can jam Fairy Miscreant. And then, if it's a land, we can also play Spire Golem. Yeah, I'm going to play Fairy Miscreant. If I get an island, fantastic. Because it's an island, now we can play Spire Golem for only 1. But really what I meant is we can play Spire Golem and still have 2 lands up, still keep up Counterspell. Now we have quite an army of flying guys here. He needs something big if he wants to get out of this. Expedition Map, now that I want to counter. Yes. Because Expedition Map finds him the lands that he needs. Oh, but he's got a Pyroblast. A what? No. Yes, make a red Pyroblast. No, oh, no, no, yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah, okay, yeah, there's the, oh, Electrickery, okay. Deals 1 damage to each creature you don't control? What the hell? This is a card? That's right. Okay, so that kills all my fairies. So, this will still counter Expedition Map, though. Because, yeah, all my fairies die, but now Spellstarter Sprite comes into play, and now I control 1 fairy, and that will kill your Expedition Map. He played Electrickery too soon. He should have played it after. He meant to play it in response to the trigger, not in response to the spell. So I wouldn't be surprised at like a scoop here because of that misplay. Ooh, but now I don't have enough to counter this kill on my Delver. That sucks. Now my Delver's dead. Alright, well, we got Deprive now. So now I can at least do 3 damage a turn with 2 counterspells in my hand, and he's still 2 off of Tron, so that's pretty good. But yeah, that Spellstarter Sprite misplay right there on his part was huge. Ancient Stirrings. I mean, do I just counter this now? I'm gonna. I'm just gonna counter the things that keep him off Tron now. Oh my god, he has 2 of them though? I feel like we're in for a penny, in for a pound here. Draw a card. Again, he's 2 cards off of Tron. Ah, shit. There's a Pyroblast. Vapor Snag would be so good right now. Let's ponder. Another Spire Golem. I don't want these 2 islands though. We gotta shuffle. Counterspell? It's pretty good. We're on a huge clock now though. I'm gonna counter it. Oh no, there's Expedition Map. Yeah, no, Magic, I don't know what to call you, dude, because calling you Magic is Life is weird. But, yeah, that's what I love about Delver. It's extremely interactive, but also very aggressive. I love it. Okay, he got Tower. Now he just needs Power Plant. But, let's see what happens here. Muldrifter, yeah, all right. It's a good card. Muldrifter is real good. 5 mana is way too much for the deck I'm playing, though. Okay. Spire Golem. What we do now is we attack with both because he's going to chump the Fairy Miscreant, but that will make him take 2. He can either take 1 and lose his Muldrifter, or he can take 2 and eat my Fairy Miscreant. And then I play Spire Golem and win. Unless he pulls a Miracle out next turn. So, yep, he chose to take 2 so that he could eat my Miscreant, which is probably the better play because it keeps me from drawing a card if I draw another Fairy Miscreant, but now I have Spire Golem, so unless he can stop one of these 2, that's the end of the game. There it is. Hey, we won our first match. Yay. Oh, he GG'd me and I didn't GG back fast enough. It always kicks you out of the game too early. All right. That was fun. Man, gotta love Delver. Okay, let's make sure we're in the right thing here. So one-on-one. We don't want to get caught into, like stuck in any weird games, you know? So let's just do this. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how much to explain for those who aren't super into Magic, but how it works is Pauper is the format where you can only play common cards. So the power level is relatively low per card, and it makes for slower games that I think are really, really fun. So we would like to play first. This hand is not good. We're going to mulligan. This hand is better. It has Daze, it has a creature, it's got Bone Splitter. We're keeping this. Delver on top, perfect. All right, so let's play an island. Let's play Fairy Miscreant. And we can Daze. And we'll probably just Daze right away just to get the benefit out of it. Oh, hell yeah, we're dazing that. Boom. Sunlance. Okay. Play out an island. Attack with Fairy Miscreant. Lay out a Delver. Pass the turn. This Bone Splitter will be pretty good in a minute. Thraben Inspector. All right, Delver better flip. We got Evolving Wilds, a clue. Yep. Anything end of turn? No. What do we got on top? Spellstarter Sprite? Ugh. Thanks for nothing, Delver. Let's play this Island. Let's play this Bone Splitter. Equip this Bone Splitter. They're fetching in response to me equipping Bone Splitter? And the question is, when do we gush? So they're playing 3 colors over there. They've got a 0-5. Okay. Yeah, there's like nothing I can do against this because if I gush and find a daze, okay, yikes. Counterspell? Hell yeah. So, when is the best time to gush, that means? Not yet. I think after we use our mana, perhaps? So, like, Coiling Oracle. He costs 2. We have another fairy. I think I Spellstarter Sprite here, and then maybe, like, gush afterward. I guess I should have gushed last turn so that I could get the land drop. I could immediately get another land drop out of it, you know? Okay, he didn't like that very much. So... He's got a defender, but I don't care that much about that. He's not playing red. Didn't seem like there were going to be a lot of instants. Still, Sabotage doesn't even seem that good. I just think that we're just fine. This is just a perfect... Our deck is perfect. Is anything here, like, really not good that is in our deck? No. Maybe Vapor Snag if like... Well, no, that's fine. I was going to say, like, Vapor Snag is bad against Thraben Inspector, but it's good against something like a Defender. Well, not incredible, but you get the idea. This is a Delvery hand. I feel like on the draw, this might be fine. That's a... No. Mulligan. Okay, this is way better. We're keeping this. Deprive on top. Yes, we need... Oh, wait a minute. We already have 2 Spellstarter Sprites. That's going to be just fine for counter magic. Whatever. We got Deprive also, I guess. All right. Island. Delver. Go. Ninja the Deep. No good. Let's play an island. Say go. I wonder if we play Spellstarter Sprite even if he doesn't play a card. Just to get something into that's going to be able to ninja. No, Delver will be able to ninja. Well, but you don't want to really get rid of Delver. I don't really want to ninja Delver. Because then he has to flip again. Oh, Thraben Inspector! I should have countered Thraben Inspector. Come on, play another spell. Another ninja. That was so terrible. I may have lost this game just because that may have put me like way too far behind. Coiling Oracle now. I'm going to deprive it. I'll take 1 damage from Thraben Inspector, that's fine. Daze, yes, please. Attack. I also think we have to ninja. I mean, we need to draw a card, you know? And then with 1 mana, play Delver again. We have Daze. They know we have Daze, though. I'm not playing this well. We were supposed to ninja like 3 turns ago from Spellstutter Sprite. And now he can double block, so like that's not even a good attack with Ninja. Fairy Miscreant. At least that counters more stuff. Ugh. I play Delver in Legacy and Pauper, not in Vintage. I'm considering attacking with the Ninja. I'm not going to. Okay, Coiling Oracle. Now we Spellstutter Sprite. We've got 2 fairies. Counters Coiling Oracle. Now we start jamming. Now Delver is going to start jamming. We're going to flip Delver on a Gush, draw a Gush, go to combat, swing with these 3 creatures. Hell yeah. We ninjutsu for 2. I guess Fairy Miscreant. Wait, have we played a land yet this turn? No. So we Spellstutter Sprite. Boom. Draw a card. Gush for 2 tapped islands. Play an island so that now we leave up Spellstutter Sprite. That's a fucking Delver turn. Yes. What do we discard? Delver? Daze? Daze might come through in the clutch. I think we get rid of Delver. Okay, I gotta keep it good. A 0/5 in the air. Do I care a ton about that? It costs 3, so I can't Spellstutter Sprite it. I would have to hard counter it. And then he's got mana to do other stuff with. How much do I care? We can't Logic Knot either with this much mana. Oh. I guess he's sick of me thinking about counters. Okay, well. Oh well. I was going to counter it. We had all that other counter spell or counter magic in our hand. I was thinking that it probably would have been good to counter it. All right. So far, Delver's been a rousing success. Great deck. Good time. I don't play it the best because I got to get used to Pauper. I don't even play Legacy the best because I haven't played Legacy Delver in a long time. Lost the die roll. That's a shame. All right. This hand is no good. Let us mulligan. This hand is better than a 5-card hand. Let's keep it. Ponder on top. Let's bottom that because we already have a Ponder and a Preordain in our hand. What do you got, Jorge? Tap land. Days would have been better against that, I guess. Let's Preordain. Gush and Delver. Garsh. I actually do like both of these. I think we want to draw Delver and then draw Gush next turn. Why did I draw an island? Did I bottom both of those cards? God damn it, I bottomed both of them instead of topping them. That was just a... That was just a failure to click the correct buttons on Magic Online. Yeah, it used to literally be called Magic Online with Digital Objects, which is a very strange name. But Moto sounds pretty good. I like the name Moto. Oh my, I can't believe I just threw away a Delver and a Gush for no good reason. Bone Splitter, get the fuck out of here. Ponder. Counterspell, no. Fairy Miscreant, good. It's something. It will eventually attack. Now he's going to Chainer's Edict me. I'm not getting Chainer's Edicted? From a black-blue deck? A black-blue deck playing tap lands is not immediately Chainer's Edicting my first card? My first creature? Who are we playing? Oh, it's not Flex Retro that we're playing against. Okay. The joke is that Flex loves black-blue slow control, and Chainer's Edict is in all... Oh, here it comes. No? All right. All right. Excellent. Our Fairy Miscreant lives. This I like quite a bit. The question is whether we play Bone Splitter or Delver, because I want to leave up Counterspell. I think I'm going to play Delver. Be a little slow. We'll play Bone Splitter next turn so that we can leave up Counterspell. There is a Box Elder Bug in my Softbox Lite. Why? Why did it go in there? What did it think it was going to find in there? Okay, end of turn Doomblade. I'll Vapor Snag him. Now I don't have Counterspell up, but like, that was basically a Counterspell, you know. Cycling and Ash Barrens. Grabs green. 3 colors is hard to play, I think, in Pauper. Werebear. Okay, becomes a 4/4. Well, yeah, That could be troublesome. Little preordain. Preordain. Too good for modern. Hashtag too good for modern. We would be jamming if I had that gush. Oh my god. But hey, learn to play preordain. All right, we got another Delver. That's pretty cool. Except, you know, do we even play it though? Is the question. Yes, because we can play 2 of them. For the cost of 2 more damage from Bone Splitter, which we can just get next turn anyway, we can play 2 Delvers. Which is an approximately 1/3 chance to do 6 more damage next turn, where we can play the Bone Splitter anyway. Just don't have Electrickery. Now that I've seen that card, I'm going to be afraid of it all the time. Oh, Nimble Mongoose, so this is just a Threshold deck. And I don't have a Bojuka Bog. Delve and oh, you're just gonna delve away all? I mean, it's a 4/4, sure, but yo, if these Delvers flip, I'm gonna win that. Damn it! Why didn't I counter it? Oh, you guys, I haven't played blue. It's been too long since I've played blue. Just yes, yes. So now I'm winning the race. And that's all that matters. And we drew Daze. Why? What am I doing? But now I deal 9 damage a turn, so like we're gonna win the race. That's the important part. Tap that last land. Muldrifter. I wish he would have had to tap every land for that. Get your 5 mana spell Dazed. But yeah, we're definitely countering Muldrifter. And now we just win the race is all. That's not a good draw, but maybe we just keep it in our hand. We bluff. Play the big bluff game. If only I could digitally reach for my islands when he started to play a spell. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or land from them into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. Oh. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that we're still alive. Muldrifter into their hand. Yes. We're hard casting Daze, baby. Yeah. All right, so they've got a bunch of creatures, and they're big. I feel like Okay, let's look at what's not good in this matchup. I feel like all these cards are pretty good. Maybe like Ninja because he doesn't fly. You know, it's like I'm noticing that Ninja not flying is a little bit of a problem sometimes. But basically what I think I might want to put in is Dispel. Does that hit sorceries though? No, just instant. So it doesn't hit edicts. Well, it doesn't hit Chainer's Edict. It hits Diabolic. Um, I think we'll just run it back. Or we'll take out ninjas for 2 dispels. Just that last thing where he had an instant spell. I just wanted I just wanted another counter. And yeah, I keep noticing that Ninja is like it couldn't attack through a Seagate Oracle, you know. But hey, Seagate Oracle is a good card. All right, what do we got? Fairy Miscreant, Spellstarter Sprite. This is keepable, I think. Opponent mulligan to 6. Opponent mulligan to 5. All right. They are keeping 5. Jungle Hollow. Give me Delver. Daze, that's excellent. Oh, that's so good. It does keep me off Counterspell for longer, but I think it's going to be good. Duress. I mean, they're just going to take something better than Daze, you know? We'll Daze it. All right, now give me like a Preordain or something. Ponder. Ooh, yes. Okay, let's do this correctly. So, I think I want all these. I think we want Gush on the bottom. We want to draw Fairy Miscreant because that will draw me the Spellstutter Sprite, right? I'm going to say no shuffle because that's action. Even though we are on 2 lands. But, I don't know. Maybe that was a little mistake, but we'll see. Because, yeah, I'm going to draw Spellstutter Sprite, play Fairy Miscreant. That's going to get me Gush. And then I Gush for a bunch of cards that I can't cast. So do we just keep Spellstarter Sprite in our hand instead? Because we already played the land. I feel like we Gush when we can play a land back out. Because I'll draw Gush. At that point I can play and then get 1 land back out. That's slower, isn't it? Yikes. This is I'm gonna hit the Fairy Miscreant, draw the Gush. And then like starting next turn, we have a bunch of counters, but we don't have them yet, I guess, because I used my days. Werebear. That's fine. Okay. So now, maybe we play one Spell Starter Sprite at the end of turn or something. This is my ultimate thing. It's like, do I gush right now? No, because I'll end up having to discard a bunch. Even though I can play a land. I do want a Spell Starter Sprite, though, if they give me any option. If not, I'm just going to play one. I have so much counter magic in my hand. Wait a minute. I guess I can just play one out and block this and kill it. Maybe we'll just do that. Except I think I did it at the wrong time, where now I can't choose a blocker. Yeah, I fucked that up. I decided too late to cast that thing, and now I'm paying for it. God damn it. God damn it. Ugh. That was so terrible. And now I just have this Delver that I can't play. Hmm. 3 against his 4 is not fantastic, but when you have counterspells and spell starter sprites, I think this is what we do. Okay, now, this is when I would have to play spell starter sprite if I want to counter, or if I want to block it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the 4. Now, if he tries to play a spell, I will counter it. Okay, end step. I'm playing one of these. Bah. So he's playing smarter than I am, but it's just because I'm choked for lands here. I need to get power on the board, but I don't have the mana to do it, you know? So he didn't put anything into his hand there? Eldrazi Sky Spawner. What the hell is that? May I see what this card is? I can Vapor Snag his guy. I have Vapor Snag and Dispel. That's probably pretty good. So yeah, we'll just leave those up. Uh-huh. I wonder if I even care yet. I don't even care about the 4 damage yet. I only care about it if he tries to buff the guy, but really this Vapor Snag I should probably leave for something bigger. Except that I have Counterspell for that. But now I have Counterspell against the big thing if he does play it. I feel like I have a good control on this game. It's nice to play blue again. So, do I counter this, or do I bounce it back to his hand? I think I Vapor Snag it. I'm going to. I'm going to let him play it, and then just Vapor Snag it. Okay. Another island makes me feel really good. I think we dispel this, because that'll bring us up to another turn. Right now we win in 3 turns. That would make us win in 4 if we let that go through. But now we can't play Delver. That's why you don't cast creatures in your first main phase, unless they have haste. I think we continue to not care about this thing. Now he probably plays his Angler again, right? When this guy enters the battlefield, you create a 1/1 guy. He's a 2/1 flyer that makes a guy. Okay, so what are my outs here? I have to counter this, and then he's going to play Gurmag Angler, which I can't deal with. Unless I can get like another Vapor Snag or something. But if he plays this, he gets a 2/1 and a 1/1. I swing next turn and do 3 damage. If I counter this and then he plays Gurmag Angler, I still win because I can chump it. Okay. Gurmag Angler does not have trample, so we can just counter this. I think we gush now also. Blue, man. What was I doing not playing blue for so long? Okay, so now he's Doomblading. I guess I'm going to gush in response. And, oh, if we had gotten Daze, it would have been so gnarly. So now our dude dies. Alright. Well, maybe that gush was bad because he didn't play Angler. Okay. What does he have? All he has to do is stop me from dealing 1 damage in the air. And all I have to do is counter that. So here we go. He swings for his 4 damage, or he has to deal 3 more points of damage right now with something like Giant Growth. A 4/4 Delve Trample. Yep. Unless he has like Fog, I just don't care about that. But if he has Fog, I'm in trouble anyway. Also, he's off of... Okay, yeah. People, when they make you play it down like that, I worry. GG. But yeah. A Fog wouldn't have even been a big deal because I could have countered it. So, yeah, that was a great match. All right, all right. Mono Blue Delver, baby. I am going to run and grab a refreshment, but I'll be back in, you know, just a minute here. I'll be, you know, put something nice on. Yeah. Hang on. I just realized something. I can't just put something on like that without it being proper. There we go. Yeah? Oh, jeez. I swear to you, I have a program running that's supposed to tell you. right, just some nice, friendly, smooth McGroove for you. So, let's get into another match here, shall we? Get some more mono blue Delver going. This is great. Looks like we are battling our Remedio. We lost the die roll. Lost the die roll. They're playing first. Our hand is not good. Let's mulligan this. It might be okay. Whatever. It's got 1-drops. We don't need a third land yet. No. We'll get that third land to play Spire Golem eventually, but first we need something that costs 2. And there's our third land that we wanted. Okay, so let's preordain before we ponder. Another Spire Golem and another island. Yeah, we're bottoming both of these. Days. There's something. There's something to do. He's grabbing Evolving Wilds at my beginning of combat phase. Alright. Don't play around Days. Play a spell. Yes. Boom. Dazed. Delver. Yeah. Alright, let's go. We dazed their spell and we played Delver. However, they are playing red, though. Red means that we're going to see 4 lightning bolts, which will be troublesome. But what are we revealing? Ponder. Yeah. Now we have ourselves a 3/2 that we can attack with. We can ponder. I like that daze, but I don't like those islands. Let's shuffle. Got an island. I guess I could have pondered again. Probably should have pondered again. He's going to kill my guy. I'll Vapor Snag him. And then next turn we can play Spire Golem, which will be pretty good. Or we could play 2 Delvers. Oh, that's always the thing, isn't it? I think Ponder and 2 Delvers is better than... Okay, yeah, because then we got Ninja and a 3rd Delver. I do like these cards. Let's put Island on the bottom, Delver, Ninja on top. We'll draw that. Play Delver. Play Delver. And let's go. So we can't counter anything, but we can start drawing mad cards. Hopefully, next turn. Oh, 1 of each! He cast Wooburg! 2/3 red Minotaur tokens with haste. Okay. So he tapped Wooburg, and so he's gonna attack me for 4? That's... I'm not, Okay, this has to work. Come on. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to because I did that myself. What am I thinking? Okay, well, that sucks. But hey, at least we are going to, let's see. Let's play an island. What's our best course of action here? I think Spire Golem is going to be better than a 3rd Delver. I think what we do is we attack. We ninjutsu one of them to draw a card. Oh, but then we play both Delvers. Yeah, we can take another 4 damage. Because now if we flip an instant we can deal 11 damage. 9, because he's not going to attack. Well, we'll see. Problem is, our opponent is playing every color, so every trick in the book is going to be employed against us here. We're so vulnerable to something like Electrickery. Okay, he's not attacking. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Vapor Snag, yes! Oh, here come the Delvers. Here come the insectile aberrations. All right. So that's sweet. Now we play an island. We attack for 9 in the air. And then we play a Spire Golem that only costs 1. What's this? Oh, counter target creature spell. Okay. Okay. I'm still very afraid of just any random thing that could be very bad very suddenly. But I think we are going to swing with these 3 dudes. Knock him to 2, play an island, pass. Shouldn't have even played that island, really. Having 2 cards in your hand is way scarier to the opponent than having 1. If they were at 1, I could kill him with Vapor Snag. Alright. So they had small creatures, they have red in their deck. I kind of feel like Stormbound Geist might be good against them if they're going to be playing red. Hydroblast. We probably want Hydroblasts. All 4 of them, though? Maybe 3 of them in trade for, like, maybe 1 Vapor Snag, 1 Counterspell, and, like, Deprive. Because, of course, you're going to get rid of Deprive before you get rid of Counterspell. Now, do we want Stormbound Geist instead of Ninja? That's my thought about the red. But no, he costs 3. Dispel, though. But we have Hydroblast. Let's try it this way. Okay, we got Delver, we got Ninja, Bone Splitter, we have a Counterspell. I think this is a keepable hand. Do we Preordain or do we Delver turn 1? We don't have anything to keep Delver alive if we didn't play him, so... You know what I mean? Maybe that is the smart thing to do, though. Be a little slower and wait until we have some kind of counter magic to protect our Delver before we actually play him. I'm going to do that. Gush. I feel like Gush is bad right now because I only have 2 islands. Okay, so there's another island. Again, I need to leave up Counterspell, so I'm going to Ponder. Play Bone Splitter. And I'm going to Ponder. We have another Ponder and 2 islands. Well, I already got rid of Gush. So I'm thinking we shuffle. We drew an island. Okay. So now we can jam Delver, now that I can leave Counterspell up. Does he have his own Counterspell? Oh, let's fight over it. My Counterspell is cooler. However, we fought over it, now he can just burn my Delver. That's the problem. I shouldn't have fought over that. I just like countering counter, you know, it's fun. It's fun to have a blue fight. Now he gets 2 guys. Now, what the hell is retrace? Oh, right. Discard a land, pay for it again. That's a really good ability in Pauper, I guess. Let's play the Spire Golem. Leave up Counterspell. I still think we're going to do pretty well because of Ninja and Spire Golem. Flame Slash. See, we need this. We need these Hydroblasts, man. I need to keep my Spire Golem alive if I'm on this Ninja play. Archaeomancer. Oh no, he's gonna get his Flame Slash back. As long as he doesn't poop, we'll be fine. Okay. I'm guessing that when you ninjutsu in Ninja, you can't, Bone Splitter will not stay on him. So we draw Spell Stutter Sprite. That's perfect. Play Spire Golem for only 1. And pass. So now we can Spell Stutter Sprite Flame Slash. Because we know it's coming. Boom. Two more 1/1s that we fly over. Boy, the flying in this deck is really, really good. When all your creatures have flying, it's pretty powerful. I'm just glad we haven't seen any Stinkweed Imps yet. Okay. Let's preordain. Hydroblast, Spellstarter Sprite. I love both of these. What do I want right now? I think Spellstarter Sprite. Let's equip, equip this here. Put that. Perverted Pikachu. Hello. Attack with those guys. I don't understand your question. What or my PC? So Spellstarter Sprite can counter something up to 2. Leaving 1 back, huh? Yeah, that's fine. We'll block one of them. We'll eat one of them with the Ninja. Then he gets he gets 2 more. Okay, yep. This is all very understandable. We deal 5 more. Ah, he's attacking with all 5 this time. We will eat one of them. Island. You don't say. This is just kind of a little just back and forth creatures hit each other kind of match. which is just fine. Let's play this island. I feel a lot better with this Hydroblast in my hand. Ah, and there, we win the match. Boom. Delver does it again. I didn't GG. Fuck. All right. There we go. So, I don't like you demanding just this or your PC pick one. I mean, there's so little effort put into that question, Perverted Pikachu. There's so little effort. Okay, I don't want to battle the same guy again, so let's give it a second here. Let's let him find a match. But this has been great. Mono Blue Delver. Maybe we could battle him, but with a different deck. We could battle him with Narnar Shreddage. Wait, it's called Green Stompy now? What happened to Narnar Shreddage? Oh, it's a legacy. No? What? What's happening here? Lost Nation JC. Isn't the tagline Nerf or nothing? It's a good point. That is a good point. It's Nerf or nothing. What a shitty tagline. Also, not shitty like it's not effective or difficult to remember, anything like that, but shitty like tell your parents. It's that 90s tell your parents thing where it's like you tell your parents you won't settle for less. They got to buy name brand Nerf products or, you know, or nothing else, which I think is pretty funny. All right, let's queue up another battle here. I am really enjoying this deck. I love the mono green deck too, though. We might play some Stompy in a little bit. But this deck is jamming right now. All right, we are battling Medmandrums. Medmandrums? 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 I don't know how to say their name. This hand is not very good. Unless Ponder can find us a land. However, we're on the draw. That makes it better. I'm going to keep it. We're on the draw. We're on the draw and we have Ponder. We're going to find another island. If we draw an island, we should play Delver. Let's see what color he plays. Blue. And he plays Delver. Okay. You know what that means. You know what that means. Have I heard of Yooka-Laylee? I have heard of it. Yep. I am aware that that is a video game project that is happening. It was kickstarted. Spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. Let's answer with our own Island Delver. It's going to be one of those matches. Who can out-Delver the other? Preordain! Oh! They jammed. They got the thing they needed. It happened for them. You pre-ordered it on Xbox? It's coming out on Xbox? Whenever I see that something's on Kickstarter, I assume it's only going to be on PC. Because doesn't it need a publisher to get to the Xbox? Or do they do self-publishing now? All right. What do you got, Delverino? And what do you got? Oh, another Delver. Get out of here. It's going by an indie title. I'm not positive what you mean by that. What I'm saying is that unless you can self-publish on the Xbox, they would need a publisher to be able to publish on a console, and that confuses me because the game was kickstarted, which means like they didn't have a publisher. You know, a publisher would otherwise pay for the game. All right, I like this draw. I think that we need to play a little conservatively here. We need to defend from these Delvers. I think I might Vapor Snag one of them. Maybe I should have offered the Delver trade there. Oh, bad. Ponder. I'm going to Vapor Snag in response so that they can't spell Stutter Sprite. Because they might find a island with their Ponder and then have Counterspell up. But right now they don't. They had Daze, though. I didn't play around Daze there. Ooh, they're not playing mono blue. I have a feeling they're gonna kick my ass because I really like playing red in Delver. But let's see what happens. I did that to myself. What's our next card? I don't even remember. Shit. It was Island, something. Spire Golem. So I don't even think that we play Delver now because it's just going to not be Spire Golem. Here's what I do. I'm going to offer the Delver trade. Because I bet that they are not going to block it, and then I can Ninja. Yeah? Boom. Because I know that the Delver is not going to flip anyway. And now, with our 1 extra mana, I will probably do another Vapor Snag, just to slow them down. Yikes! They keep flipping. Lightning Bolt my guy. They have Counterspell up. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Nothing I can do about that. Begin combat. So they have Counterspell up, but I'm gonna try it. I need to slow them down if I can. Yep. Wait a minute though. Apostle's Blessing? Oh, okay. I did not expect that. Okay. So he's gonna just get pro blue. At least Spire Golem will stop him. But yeah, this will be a little rough. And that is good because now he can't Apostle's Blessing through Spire Golem next turn. I just really hope that we draw a land so that we can Spire Golem and then have Logic Knot up. If I preordain and I find a land, then I play it, then I can play Spire Golem. I won't have Logic Knot up, but I'll have Delver up. But if I don't find a land, then I can't play Spire Golem. So what would I gain, really? A Delver. I think I preordain. Chances are very good that I will find a land. Okay, what if I ponder? Yep, I think we bottom this, we top this, we ponder. It's the same thing as last time, except now Spire Golem is like super good. So we want to have Island, Spire Golem, Island, no shuffle, play the Island, play Spire Golem. Spire Golem is better than Delver flipping right now. The only problem is that if I decide to play 2 Delvers next turn, which I won't because I want to keep Logic Knot up, I won't be able to... the Delvers won't flip the next turn. That's an interesting attack there, sir. I guess he has another Apostle's Blessing? No, he would have done it... well... Mute Growth. Yes, well that makes sense. And then Temur Battle Rage is what, double strike? Wait, why? No, no, that's not correct. Why are you double striking that guy? Oh, because it gives him trample. Yep. Okay, yes, that's an excellent play. I probably lose now. So now 4 hits me for 1, then I get hit for... Yep. Okay, yep. So I got romped and stomped a little bit. We want Hydroblast. Do we want all of the Hydroblast? We want it over Deprive. Definitely get that out. Vapor Snag was okay, but not great. Get rid of Logic Knot. And I think maybe Gush just puts me way too far behind in this matchup. What about Stormbound Geist? Is opponent playing Kiln Fiend and just got a weird start? Could be. That, you know, with Apostle's Blessing and Temur Battle Rage, I could definitely see that. So, if he plays Kiln Fiend, though, I have Hydroblast now. So yes, I would like to play first. However, this hand is not good. 9. Neathgut. This is a similar hand, but it is better. This hand has options. I think we keep. The question is whether we jam Delver or Ponder first. That's always my question. Let's bottom that. I want to find an island soon. I hate that. The guy wins the first game and then... I guess he mulliganed to 4 and quit the match because he didn't want to play one game? How about you concede one game and we'll go to the third game if you really don't want to play a 4-card hand that much. I don't know. Manners. Alright, well, yeah, I wanted to see a Kiln Fiend show up or something. Yeah, that could have been interesting. Oh well. Let's jam another match. Let's just hop into another one. Bad luck on these die rolls, let me tell you. Okay, this is another one of these hands. I think I like it. I'm going to keep it. It has days. Island, no play. That tells me it's time to play Delver of Secrets. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard and draw a card? I don't know what really to do yet. I'm just going to daze this. I counter extremely aggressively on the first game. I don't know if that's wrong to do. But I feel like a turn 1 cantrip is digging for a land, you know? But now they're just going to Chainer's Edict me. Destroy target non-black creature if its toughness is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Got it. So, that's fine. We have another Delver. It wouldn't have flipped anyway. So yeah, I fully expect to see a Gurmag Angler from my opponent if they're filling up their graveyard and playing black. Brainstorm? I don't think Brainstorm is good in Pauper. I don't play it. Because now you're just going to draw those 2 cards. Unless you have a Ponder, in which case you'd be wasting it because you'd be looking at 2 cards again. There's just not a lot of... If they find a way to shuffle their library, great. But I just think a Brainstorm without shuffling is very... It makes it a significantly less good card. That's all. What I mean to say is, like, Brainstorm is not a bad card if you can't shuffle, but it makes it worse than Ponder, and it makes it worse than Preordain, I think, also. With the new Thunderous Wrath? Okay, I have not heard of that. All right, make me proud, Delver. Yeah! All right, there's Preordain. Let's play this. I think we keep up.
I want to go straight to hell.
That needs to be way louder. Hey there, thanks for the follow. I think I keep 2 blue up for Spellstutter Sprite. Rather than play out a 1-mana creature. Yep, and here's exactly why. Boom. Spellstutter... bleh. I can't say Spellstutter Sprite without stuttering. Stuck in the end combat phase. Oh, okay. What does that mean about their deck if they have a stop on my end combat? Let's play,
When I die,
Whoa, that one's louder.
I want to go straight to hell.
Lost Nation, thank you for the follow as well. I think we're gonna attack. Oh, and then Spellstutter Sprite. Oh my god, I forgot that this deck is really good for a second. That now I just get Spellstutter Sprite again. I mean, I can't actually play it yet, so I think... I already played an island, right? So... I'm going to say Fairy Miscreant rather than the Preordain. We are wide open now. I tapped out. However, they know that I'm playing Daze, so we at least have that going for us. All right. Where's your big stinker? Here it comes. Here comes the too little, too late 5/5. 5/5 for 1. No? No? No Stangler? There it is. Yep. We'll have to find an answer for that. But, I mean, Worst case scenario, we're on a faster clock, you know? And if they attack with it, then I can attack with Ninja and draw a card. So I think we're in good shape here. Okay. So, how do we begin this? Let's begin by looking for a Ninja or an answer to Gurmag Angler. It's neither of these cards. We got Gush. It's Preordain. Vapor Snag, there it is. So let's put this on the bottom, put this on the top, draw Vapor Snag, boom. Attack. Draw a card. Gush, because we haven't played a land. This will put me up to 8, but then I play a land. And there we go. Excellent turn. Very happy about that. Thought Scour. I mean, you can play Angler again, but that doesn't stop. That doesn't do enough. If only I still had Spell Stutter Sprite in play, though. Or, available. So yeah, there was a time where Gush was really good. I am not good at Gush. I play Legacy. Legacy doesn't deal with Gush. And so I'm just not good at using it yet. But I think that definitely you use it at a time that you can then play another land. And otherwise you would be tapped out. Okay, so this is just like last turn. Draw a card. We will play our land. And then I definitely want to ponder before doing anything. I definitely want to ponder my options here. These are all great cards, but none of them are an answer to what he might be doing. Yeah, Gush is banned in Legacy. That's why I said I don't know how to play Gush yet, because I play Legacy where we don't deal with Gush. That's what I meant. I'm going to shuffle. Okay, well, that's fine. So again, we have a counterspell up, and the thing is, if he attacks, then I have Ninja to attack with. Like, he draws me a card by attacking, essentially, unless my opponent can play a blocker after they attack, which is very likely. But really what they need to do right now is kill or somehow deal with Insectile Aberration. And Gush... we are going to counter. I could have Spell Starter Sprited. That was a misplay. Spell Starter Sprite would have been better than Gush. Oh, no. Gush costs 5. Never mind. Gush costs 5. Mole Drifter. All right, well, I let that one slip through the cracks. I just think them having to return 2 islands to their hand and then not draw the 2 cards is, like, super brutal. Yep, okay. All right, so what that means is that now he can kill my Insectile Aberration, but doing so will let 1 damage through. Or I just hold off and cast a Spire Golem. and leave up Spellstarter Sprite. Yeah, why not? Doodle doodle da. What do you got? What is your response? I should have attacked last turn. I would feel a lot safer with a Daze right now. But hey, there it is. All right, begin the sideboarding. So what do we want against Stangler? I think our deck is just fine. Yeah, I mean, this is like a great matchup for us. They have things to fill their library with that I could dispel, but I'd rather just counter the delve spell. Okay. This hand is good for the draw, I think. Let's keep it. We need to find some early action, like a Delver. But Ponder will help us get there. There we go. All right, what do we want here? We want all these. We have 2 mana. That's enough for all this stuff. So let's first draw Delver. Then let's draw Spellstarter Sprite and then Counterspell. No shuffle. Ponder. Shit. So we get hit for 3. No big deal. Oh, I put those Ponder cards backwards. Yep. That's the thing that happened. What can you do? I took a little break from Magic Online, and sometimes I screw up the interface a little bit. And I realize that that's like hair pulling, but I'm sorry. Sometimes you just gotta conquer adversity. You can bog all you want, buddy. I really like having bog main board if I'm playing black, though. Like, it can be slow, but it can also just, like, destroy guys game 1. So now do we Spellstarter Sprite? Yeah. The question I was asking myself was leave up Vapor Snag or interface is kind of junk. I love it. I love the Magic interface. I think it perfectly represents the game. I don't know if I Vapor Snag here. feel like you do. I gotta. The thing is, he can play it again right away, and I can't counter it. That's the shitty part. But like, I don't want to. This'll buy me some time. And if his Delver doesn't flip after this, it'll be really brutal. Yep, too bad I can't deal with that. Okay, well, here's my own Delver. Now let's ponder and make sure it flips. So, we want island, preordain island, so that we draw island. And then ponder, or preordain, or whatever it was, will flip our Delver. Did he know it was on top? Yeah, it was Mortuary Mire. Alright. Good play. My Delver is also going to flip. Too bad his is 2 attacks ahead of mine. I can't ninja yet either, because my Delver won't flip a second time. Unless I preordain. So do we preordain and use that to decide whether we ninja? I think that seems like a fun play. Oh, wait, preordain. You can't do that with preordain. That's a ponder move, or a brainstorm move. All right. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I still think ninja could be a good play. Not when it doesn't leave up Spellstutter Sprite. Okay, let's preordain. We have counters, we have lands. I think we bottom both of these. Play a land. Attack. Hey, Seb. All right. So what are we going to do about this insectile aberration? They might not attack because of it, but they're winning the race, so they definitely should. I'm going to find an answer to it, you know? That's how we deal with it. We deal with it when I draw the card to deal with it. Which is why Ninja could have been really good. Oh, I play Legacy. I would love to play Vintage, but it's a little expensive for me. I think I'm going to jam a Spellstutter Sprite just for the Ninja. Okay. Fairy Miscreant makes that good too. Yeah, I play Vintage and Tabletop Simulator, of course. Because that's the thing that holds you back with Vintage is the price. Okay, so then we draw a card. We have 2 Spellstutter Sprites up, or Counterspell, or Deprive. So we don't win the race yet. We don't win the race yet, but we're getting there. Because Ninja is going to make him not want to attack, is the thing. But you probably have Vintage in your head because Vintage is awesome. It's super fun to play. It's very, very skill intensive. It's super fun to watch also. I love Vintage. I just have not had much of a chance to play it because I either don't own the cards or the only person I play Tabletop Simulator with is Flex, and we have played a little bit of Vintage, and that's it. That's my Vintage experience besides watching it. But would I play mostly Vintage if price wasn't an issue? Probably. You don't like early wins? Then you will love Vintage, where sometimes people draw out because they just cannot close out a game because both players have each other so locked. It's amazing. Vintage is so great. Like, I've seen Vintage games go longer than any other format just because both the decks are so powerful and they're just butting heads so powerfully. But yeah, I mean, every once in a while a Vintage deck will explode and win turn one, but I think less often than other formats. All right, so this we have to hard counter. I'm going to deprive. Okay. I think we jam a Fairy Miscreant in order to, well, I really want to play it safe here. Play it safe and controlling. I think it's going to be best to play Fairy Miscreant and then attack. We draw a card. And now we keep up Vapor Snag and Spellstarter Sprite, which can now counter something that costs 2. But yeah, that's a huge thing, Seb. I've heard so many times that people don't like Legacy and they don't like Vintage because they don't like turn 1 wins. Which... Do we Vapor Snag him so that we can Ninja again next turn? Or do we just counter the Ghastly Demise? I'm going to Vapor Snag because it leaves up Counterspell in case he has something worse. Hell yeah, Seb, that'd be super fun. Let me know what cards you like. Alright, so there we go. That counters his Ghastly Demise. We still have Sweet. We still have Counterspell up. It would be very wise of him not to attack anymore. Okay. I think I just attack with both. If I attack with both, he blocks the Insectile Aberration. I Ninja this guy. They both die. I hit him for 2 and draw a card. Play a Delver, have Spell Stutter. Yep. This is great. No way this can go wrong. Unless he blocks Fairy Miscreant. God damn it. Well, this hits him for 3. So I think this is actually just fine. Yeah, this is fine. I'll just hit him for the 3, play another Delver, and pass. Leave up Counterspell, leave up Spellstarter Sprite. What do you want to add as a quote? This is fine, this is great. You can add whatever quotes you want, and I just go through and purge them every once in a while. No way this can go wrong. That is a perfectly fine thing to quote. All right, he's playing a Delver. Let's spell stutter it. Fuck your Delver. I'm not gonna fight over it. But he didn't fight over it. Shrivel. Well, that's getting countered. Wait, how much does Shrivel cost? Oh, I should have Spellstarter Sprited. What did I do that for? I used a hard counter spell. Well, that was dumb. I got you, Seb. I got you. All right. Yes, Vapor Snag. Well, that's just perfect. Yeah, okay, he saw the Vapor Snag, knows it's over. All right. GG! Excellent. That was wonderful. That was a good game. I loved it. Too good for a 2-cost, that flyer? What, are you talking about the 3? Oh, the Spellstarter Sprite? Dude, he's so good. If you don't know exactly how it works, you do have to control fairies. So, alright. When he comes into play, he counters target spell whose mana cost is the number of fairies you control or less. Less than or equal to the number of fairies you control. So, if I don't have any out, he can only counter a 1-drop. Still, though, a 1/1 flyer for 2 with flash that counters a 1 mana spell, that's still insane. But then, yeah, if you get more fairies, like more Spellstarter Sprites or Fairy Miscreants out, then it can counter bigger and bigger things. Thought the opponent had to pay X. That would be worse, I think. I think what it does right now is better because it's a hard counter. I guess it's not, though. They could, like... They can destroy your fairies in response. I actually had an opponent punt earlier. They played a 1-drop, and I used Spellstarter Sprite, and then they used Electrickery, which deals 1 damage to all creatures that they don't control. They did it in response to the Spellstarter Sprite, the spell, which just meant that all my guys died, then Spellstarter Sprite came in and countered his thing. But if he had waited until Spellstarter Sprite came in and then did Electrickery in response to the counter trigger, then it would have killed all my guys, and then the counter trigger would have not countered this thing because I didn't control any fairies anymore. So, yeah. Opponent has to pay X, that's Logic Knot. Or Daze. I haven't played Logic Knot yet, actually, but Daze counters it unless they pay 1 extra. But Daze is so good. The thing about Daze, it doesn't sound good to say a counter for 2 where they can just pay 1 to uncounter it. That doesn't sound good. But the tricky thing is that you can play this card simply by returning one island you control back to your hand. So you can daze something when you're tapped out. If you are tapped out, your opponent is a lot more likely to tap out, right? And so then you daze them. You get them with the daze. It's so great. Daze is so good. And a lot of people just don't play around it until they see it. I usually don't. Have we lost yet? I don't think this deck is lost yet. Let's just keep on rolling. Rolling, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, Seb. You can, if you have one card in MTGO, you can put it in every single deck. They are not assholes about that. That would be such a pain in the ass. But yeah, so I got 4 dazes because I'm only going to use 2 here. But if I play Legacy Delver, I play 4 dazes in that deck. So, yeah. But yeah, having a collection's great. And if you join MTGO, I have a bunch of chaff to give you if you want it. Flex was talking about making an account named Richard Chaff so that we could trade all of our shit to it that they give you. Because they give you like 600 cards when you sign up, and I want like 3 of them, you know? Like Smash to Smithereens is in there, that's great. And like 1 card that's in this deck was in there. It's Fairy Miscreant. Fairy Miscreant they gave me. Anyway, how about this hand? We're on the draw. I've seen worse. I'm going to keep it. We got Ponder. We're on the draw. I'm still not sure how I feel about Gush. It has certainly been really good in the past. But I don't know about it all the time, man. Draw Delver. 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 Ah, okay. Let's Ponder. Another Spire Golem. I think I need that Preordain. And that Daze. Alright, let's put Spire Golem on top. Then Preordain. Let's draw Daze. No shuffle. We're going to daze them so bad. It's going to be great. Yeah, MTGO is fantastic. I love it. That's a real shitty thing that you can't... Here we go. Daze. Return an island. That's a shitty thing that it doesn't work on Linux. Now, that does slow down my Spire Golem play. I get it. However, we're about to drop Preordain. So, we still have action, you know? Spellstutter Sprite. Hell yeah. Do we want this Spire Golem? No. It's going to be too long before we can play it. So, let's bottom that, top this, draw it, go. Two Spire Golems before you draw a 3rd land is bad. Because you can't cast them, is why. Commune with the Gods, well, can't do anything about that. It's a really good card. What did they reveal, though? Jungle Hollow, Diabolic Edict, Grizzly Salvage, Forest, Satyr, Wayfinder. I'm not sure what deck this is. What did they put in their hand? Satyr, Wayfinder, okay. Well, now we have a counterspell, so that's sweet. Playing a VM? I feel like if you're on Linux, that's kind of par for the course, right? You do a lot of stuff in VMs. I'm going to counter this Wayfinder. It does too much good stuff for them. However, they can already get an Angler out. If they have Gurmag Angler, that could be bad. Oh no, they have a 4/4 Delve Trample. We have Vapor Snag. This is fine. As long as I draw an island, we're golden. If I don't draw an island, we're fine. God, I love playing blue. All right, so next turn, the question is whether I bother countering this guy yet. Because I want to be able to Vapor Snag it and then counter it. But I don't know. Let's see what they do. Oh, you told me that, Seb. Yeah, you had to use a VM just to configure your Xbox controller. I'm not even gonna... I don't care about the 4 damage yet. I want to be able to counter this thing when he tries to replay it. Oof, that's rough though. I guess this is where Gush comes into play. Gosh, now I don't have Counterspell up. Okay, alright. I got some problems going on here. Fine, that's fine. I don't need Fairy Miscreant. What I need is a 3rd island. We're going to Vapor Snag in response here so that he gains 5 life instead of 10. The only problem with this play is that now he just replays his 4/4. And I can't counter it. You went 2-1 in your matches? Nice. I think he's playing the same deck as me. There's a 3rd island. Thank you. We got to get jamming here. We got to like really get going. So I got to just play this thing. I got to tank a little bit, you know. Don't play Counterspell. Don't leave Counterspell up for a minute. This is going to be bad. 3/3 flyer. Okay, that's not terrible. Well, actually, that's pretty terrible. Yeah, that's pretty devastating. Because now I can't hit him with Spire Golem, which is what I was relying on for Ninja. This is a net deck. This deck is 100% from the internet. I just looked up the cards, and I'm playing it now. I did not build this deck myself. All right. I think we Gush. Yes. So we got a Vapor Snag from Gush. That's perfect because now we have extra mana. Yeah, let's just play Fairy Miscreant then. Thanks for reminding me, Magic Online. Because now we can attack. And we can ninjutsu. Boom. And now he should not want to attack with his 4/4 because we'll just ninja him again. Well, he does have a 3/3 though to block with, so I don't know. He's doing a good job playing his delve guys over and over again. We can take another 4. Is it Blitz? That sounds like a glam rock band. Let's wait on Spire Golem. I feel like this turn we play... Oh, wait. First we jam Fairy Miscreant because we draw a card, and then that makes Spellstarter Sprite really good. And then I think we don't attack. Ugh, this is tough. This is tough. Is it Blitz? Does that play that one guy? That, the hell is the name of that guy? Swinging with both, huh? Once again, this will... I'm going to go to 1. I'm going to go to 1. I just need to be able to counter his thing after I Vapor Snag it. Wait, it costs 6? Okay. Okay. Island is good. Now, I need to be able to block a 4/4 trample. We're going to be able to do that with Spire Golem. I also need to be able to block a flyer. We're going to be able to do that with... Wait, we're going to Vapor... Okay, here's my move. Nivik Cyclops. I think that's the guy that I was thinking of. Vapor Snag the 4/4, and then we can block the 3/3 with a 1/1. So what we do is we begin combat, and we swing these 2 creatures. They hit, congratulations, we draw a card. Then, we're going to be able to block this guy with this guy. So we Vapor Snag this guy. Let's wait, though. Let's wait and do it at the most dire time. And we leave up Counterspell, Spellstarter Sprite, or do we play Delver and just leave up 1 Counterspell? I think we leave... We only get 1 Counterspell anyway because we're playing Delver. Or because we're playing Vapor Snag, so we play Delver now. Alright. And that's my turn. So on blocks, instants, and sorceries, we Vapor Snag. He attacks with both. Declare attackers. Yep. Declare blockers. We chump. Okay. Then we Vapor Snag. Boom. He eats my guy. Now he tries to replay his guy and we counter it. Another 3/3 Delve Flying. If I counter this, he can play his other guy. So I think I let this one go. All right. That was a weird play to have to make. I didn't even look at what flipped. I just revealed it. Let's play Spire Golem. Ponder. Get me out of this ponder. Another Delver, that'll be good. Yeah, I think we do this. No shuffle. Okay, so next turn we need to block one of the 3/3s with this, one of them with this. Yeah. So do we swing with the ninja? That's the question. It'll just give me 3 more damage. Because right now, these two are going to trade. That's better. Yeah, that'll be fine. Giving up the Delver. He didn't block it. Okay. So we can... Yeah, Vapor Snag is super good. How do you acquire cards? I use mtgotraders.com. Okay. Block one here. Block chump that one there.
He's got a lot of mana.
Can you just open booster packs? Yeah, you can just buy booster packs. Yep. All right, and here's this guy that I've been waiting to counter. All right. No reveal. Now, next turn I need to be able to make those blocks again. So I think we just swing with these two non-flyers. Yeah, I mean, I don't buy boosters ever. I've like never actually purchased a booster pack in real life or in MTGO. I definitely haven't in MTGO ever even opened one. In real life, I've only ever gotten boosters either as gifts, as like a stocking thing, or like as prizes. Yeah, Pauper is really cheap. The only thing in this deck that's kind of expensive was Hydroblast and Daze. See, now I can't counter this thing because all I have is Spellstutter Sprite. So, yep, you get an Angler. I think he should not attack right now. He can lock this game up and deal 1 damage to me. Oh my gosh. I have to double Spellstutter Sprite this. You bought 3 booster boxes. Now, I can understand buying a booster box for something like Modern Masters, you know, where there's like a lot of really good things. Okay. I can't attack into this. But he is... It's these flyers that are killing me. I think I have to double block to get rid of Angler. Because I cannot sustain against Angler right now. Oh. I think that's game. Soul Ring isn't even expensive, is it? I don't think I can win this. Let's just see how he attacks, though. Because I would do this definitely. And I guess trade these. Chump this. Alright, what did we reveal? Spire Golem. Well, that's really good. That's a really good draw for me. Because that keeps the other dude away. The only problem is I still can't get in with this ninja. I just use PayPal. If you buy an MTGO, you get 5% off if you use PayPal, as far as buying the cards goes. Alright, so now we got this, and then I need to chump that. Another Angler. And I just don't have counter magic. Island? Alright. Concede. So that was only game 1. What do we want against this? We don't want Ninja. Ninja is not super great. But I don't really know what else we do want. I mean, maybe I'll keep 2 of the ninjas and just put in, like, Dispels, but... Serrated Arrows is not very good against big creatures. I guess these guys become... Maybe Stormbound Geist is good for this. Take out that Dispel, put in a Stormbound Geist. All right. But yeah, as far as your question about rarely put decks together myself, I do. I just didn't put this deck together myself. I'll keep this. We can preordain. Preordain makes hands good. Oh yeah, bottom, bottom. Another island. 3 islands in a row. No problem. At least we get to play Spire Golem then. We gotta be fast. Stormbound Geist is not fast. Oh god, another island. Satyr Wayfinder, great card. Definitely not something that I want to Vapor Snag. So I guess we just jam Stormbound Geist now. You get player points when you buy tickets? Is that what you were saying? Oh, you're fine, Seb. Oh no! Well, at least it has Undying. Diabolic Edict. Now, instead of another Stormbound Geist, I think I play, no, I'll play Stormbound Geist, because next turn Spire Golem is going to be even cheaper. So I'm just dumping out flyers here. Fairy Miscreant is pretty darn good. But yeah, I mean, MTGO is a weird system. You know, there's a lot of questions about it to be asked. Don't kill every one of my guys. Gurmag Angler, that's not bad. All right. Let's preordain. Delver. Oh yeah, so let's bottom the island. Let's top the Delver. Let's play the Delver. Play the Spire Golem. And then attack with all my guys. Hopefully this will be a real quick match. Oh, so a 5/5 or a 4/4 trample? I think I am more afraid of the 4/4 trample. Yep, I'll just take the 5. We will win the race at this point. We are very much ahead of that game, especially if we get a preordain here. Nice. Let's preordain. We don't want to land. Ponder's fine. Let's ponder. We definitely want counterspell. And then what? Draw another Delver? No, that's not what we need right now. So let's draw the counterspell. Hell yeah. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we'll bring him down to 1. We have, okay, yep. Vapor Snag and Counterspell would have shored that up. I think that was fine for the second game. Let's jam that again. Stormbound Geist was actually really good there. Only because I drew a lot of lands, though. So, alright, that was pretty good. This hand on the draw, we have Delver and we have Preordain, but then we have a lot of counter magic that is, like, land intensive. I think I keep. We'll find our second land with Preordain, and then this hand will sustain on, like, 3 lands. So I haven't brewed a deck myself, but my brother Flex, whom you know, he came up with Poop Bed. That was his whole thing. And Poop Bed is actually kind of common now. Well, it's not super common, but you see people pooping every once in a while. But yeah, that was totally something that he brewed up himself without seeing anybody else do. If you don't know what pooping is, it is when you play Ghostly Flicker on Archaeomancer and some other valuable creature, such as particularly Chittering Rats. Ghostly Flicker, Archaeomancer, Chittering Rats is pooping. Island, that's too bad. So I guess instead of preordaining now, we leave up Counterspell. Poop Bed is still on here, an older version of it. But yeah, it's Ghostly Flicker, Archaeomancer, Chittering Rats, and then just some other valuable stuff. So, this guy, huh? Unless its controller pays. Oh, we can't delve this quite yet. We have to counter. We could have logic knotted if we had even one thing in our graveyard. Maybe I gotta save the counters though. I only countered because I could, not because it was good. Oh, all right, all right. Our opponent is having a bit of a think. Maybe about how... Oh, they just disconnected, that's all. I was going to say maybe they're having a little think about how kind of bad that counterspell play was. Because again, I should just wait for them to play the delve spell and counter that. Well, looks like we'll give our opponent just a minute here. Yeah. So, why don't I show you Poop Bed? You found Flex's video? That was my video! That's funny though. That's awesome. Let me turn this down real quick to address that. All right. Yeah, so that how to build a magic deck in Tabletop Simulator, that was my YouTube video. That is awesome, because that makes you, right now, the first time that somebody has ever found me on Twitch, and just now, saying that they know me from YouTube. That's the first time that's ever happened. So, that's fun, that's interesting. I love that. But yeah, so YouTube is a funny thing. Let's talk about that for a minute. YouTube's a funny thing because I just want to stream all the time. I love Twitch and I love just playing games on Twitch. It's what I have so much fun with. And like nowadays, I've got a studio now. My main computer monitor is my television in front of me, and then I have a second monitor right here for chat, OBS, all that stuff. But then my TV is like my game. Right now it's Magic. This is actually just my graphics card for the first monitor, which is my TV, is actually going through my capture card and then coming back in here. So this is what's on my TV. The reason I'm talking about this is because this setup is very unfriendly to me just doing like video editing, because my girlfriend is upstairs all the time and I don't get to see her very much when I'm streaming all the time. So I don't want to stream all the time and then also, in addition to that, be video editing the other half of the time and never see my girlfriend because I'm always down here in my studio. So instead, I just don't really do very much YouTube anymore. The only YouTube stuff I've been doing is like an introduction video for a video game, because I don't have to edit those. So yeah, that's been a thing. However, I have been, I did make that second YouTube channel so that I can just upload all my streams to that, which this is going to go to. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hi, you're on my, we're not talking about this YouTube channel, we're talking about the other YouTube channel that is just my real name, and it has things like my how to build Magic decks on it, on Tabletop Simulator, which by the way is very outdated now, and I should probably just make a follow-up to it. I thought of making, here's what I wanted to do. I want to make a follow-up video to it because everybody says to use these other websites where you just type in a deck list and you get the deck. And I want to do that and say, yeah, check it out. Here's how you do it now. You go to this website and type in these things and boom, here's your deck. And then start going through my deck, like playing a solitaire game, and have one of my cards be Dak Faden. And this would be like a scripted thing. And I would be like Dak Faden and be like, wait a minute, what's wrong with my Dak Faden? Oh no, shit! I have to go back to my old method. Whoops, not save. Oh god, Chrome, please. There we go. Now I gotta go back to my old method. Alright, here we go. Let's, oh, hang on. I don't want to go to the open and have it like open my hentai folder or something. That would be terrible. Where the hell is where's my template? Anyway, it doesn't matter my template because I would paste this in and go, alright, I need to go back to my old method. There we go. All right. Yup. Okay, perfect. Yup, my method's way better. So, that was something I was planning on doing, but again, I just don't want to, I just don't want to edit videos anymore because it takes so long. But that was totally a thing though. When Flex and I were playing a lot of Tabletop Simulator, I started drawing on all my cards. Guys, I'm not sure our opponent is coming back. All right, here's Poop Bed. So this is Flex's brew. Poop Bed is black blue. it plays all your good black-blue stuff. It's got Grasp of Darkness, Chainer's Edict, Counterspell. What's Into the Royal again? Yeah, it bounces a thing and you draw if you kick it. Preordain, Ponder, Exclude. Mana War is just pretty cool, I guess. Mana War we'll talk about in a minute, though. Alright, but what it actually does is Archaeomancer says when he comes into play, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, cool. Ghostly Flicker says exile 2 target artifacts, creatures, and or lands you control, then return those cards to the battlefield under your control. So, you use Ghostly Flicker on Archaeomancer. Archaeomancer comes into play, and his ability triggers to return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, which includes Ghostly Flicker, because that has already hit your graveyard. But wait, there's more! Ghostly Flicker exiles 2 things. So you do Archaeomancer to get your Ghostly Flicker back, so you can do it as many times as you want, and then your second thing is just a value creature. You can bounce a Muldrifter to draw 2 cards. You can bounce a Mana War to draw 1 card. You can bounce Chittering Rats, and this is what official pooping is. You can bounce Chittering Rats in order to make a target opponent puts a card from his or her hand on top of his or her library. So you can poop lock somebody by making them keep drawing the same card over and over again, or just have them put their entire hand back on top of their library, and then they just draw those cards, and it's bad. So you poop locked them at that point. And that's the deck. It has a couple other tricks. This one did, like Muldrifter Undying Evil is a funny one. You can evoke Muldrifter, and then in response to the evoke trigger, you give him Undying with Undying Evil. So he comes into play, draws you 2 cards, dies because he was evoked, comes back because he's Undying as a 3/3, and draws you another 2 cards. So that's a little trick that was kind of fun to do. I don't know if that's in the latest poop thing, though. Now Flex, he's moved on to a new brew called Bug Poop that still poops with Archaeomancer, Chittering Rats, Ghostly Flicker, but it has some other stuff. Oh, hey, we won the match. All right, cool. Sushi has lost the game due to inaction, so we ended up winning that match too. I think that's been all victories now today. Let's play one more. Looks like we're battling Noga. Yes, we are battling Noga. We've lost another die roll. All right. Thanks, Smooth McGroove. Yeah, we won with Intimidation, Seb. Okay, what do we got here? We have Daze. We are on the draw. This is not a good hand. Mulligan. This hand's all right, I guess. Ponder's great. All right, have a good night. Magic is life. Now, I think I want to... I don't know if we ponder or delve first. I think I'm going to play Delver. Whoops. Jam the Delver. Let our opponent know they're in for some shit. Oh, geez, that confused me. The name Magic is Life is kind of unintuitive for people to for us to address. All right, Prophetic Prism, huh? Island. Well, that's exactly what I want, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I'll just play Bone Splitter. Bone Split Delver. Attack with Delver. Next turn we can... Oh, wait! I could have attacked with Delver and then ninja'd. That would have been so much better. I got excited about Bone Splitter. Our opponent is playing red also, so it'll be very easy for them to just destroy me here. Ah, misplay. At least we have Ponder. Spire Golem will be good. Nest Invader. All right, what do we got? Gosh, fantastic. Boom. We now have a 5-2 in play. Let's attack with it. Now hang on. Do we ninja? I don't think so. I think just hitting him for 5 is devastating enough. Alright, we want to draw this island, and then a Spire Golem and a Fairy Miscreant are really good after that. So let's go Spire Golem, Fairy Miscreant, and then Island. Don't shuffle. Draw the island to leave up Fairy Miscreant. They could be at 11 if our Delver had flipped earlier, but whatever. In order for our Delver to have not flipped, we had to draw an island, and drawing an island was good. So, hey, perfect thing to spell stutter sprite. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now just don't have a burn spell for my spell stutter sprite. Yes. Core Skyfisher? Okay. Well, that's too bad for me. Okay, I still think I attack with both creatures. They're going to block Insectile Aberration, at which point I will Ninja Spell Stutter Sprite. And Fairy Miscreant makes that good too. Okay, yep. So, we attack with both. They block that. We ninja. Draw a card. And now I think we gush and leave up Spellstutter Sprite. Slash Counterspell. Or do we play Fairy Miscreant? I think we leave up Counterspell. Hell yeah. This is great. Create 3 tokens. Spellstutter Sprite. I just returned it to my hand, dude. He's got a burn spell this time, doesn't he? Nope. Got him twice with it. He did get 2 cards off Prophetic Prism, though. These things always make me want to play Land Destruction. These things, lands that enter the battlefield tapped and they return a land to their owner's hand, but then they tap for 2. Man. Fucking Choking Sands, that kind of thing is just so brutal. Okay, well, I can't counter this one. Alright. You got me. You got some dudes. Let's play this island. What if we like vapor snagged and then ninja'd again? I feel like that's really good. It draws me out though. Or it taps me out. I'm behind right now though. That could get me ahead. Drawing extra cards. I need to play big. Boom, there we go. Ninja. Pay 2. Spellstutter Sprite back in the hand. Boom. Draw a card. Yeah. Only problem is that we can't play Spellstutter Sprite now. So we're wide open for 1 turn. And we'll take a bunch of damage. But I think drawing the cards was... Oh, okay. I hope they don't play a creature now. But they will, of course. More goblins? Is that what this is? What, are you going to have Atog? This is an Atog deck? I'm joking, of course. Okay, a 2/2. More goblins. Got it. Okay, yeah, this is actually becoming to be quite a bit of things to deal with. Shoot. So if I play Spire Golem, I take 6 next turn, at least. Or I can play Fairy Miscreant, still take 6, but leave up Spellstutter Sprite and Counterspell. And then not really be ahead. I think I'm too slow. Yeah, I don't really see winning this one. But we gotta try. Thraben Inspector. That's what you're for, Spellstutter Sprite. Okay, so we can take 6 and then draw an extra card, or we can take 5 and not draw a card. I think we take 6. So we'll block this guy, just do chumps. Or if we take 8? Let's do that. Play risky. Live boldly. MTGO works on wine so far? Nice. Okay. So now... like, all I can do is equip him right here. Go to combat. Hit him for the 4. Draw the card. It's an island. And it's not... Yep, it's not enough. Okay, we want Hydroblast. I don't really want Ninja. We probably want Steel Sabotage instead of a Deprive and a Logic Knot. Gush is pretty slow. The artifacts weren't doing a ton. Maybe instead of all 3 of those, we'll put in a Dispel. Okay. All right, let's play that. Like to play first? Yes. Yeah, this is good. We've got a Delver, and then we've got Ponder, Preordain, so we will find a second land. So here's my Delver. Do you go for? I shouldn't make that reference. It's not funny to anyone in the entire world. There's this little video game called Vigilante 8. And one of the characters says, Steel Belter, when you use a special attack. For some reason, as a kid, I thought he might be saying, do you gopher? I realize that makes no sense. But I was a child. Vapor Snag, Spire, Golem. Yeah, we need neither of these things. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's fucking one-land hands, man. Days would make me feel a lot better about this hand. Tree of Tails. Pretty slow play from my opponent. Makes me feel good about these things here. I gotta find a land with this Ponder. Oh my god. Shuffle. Oh no. Well, that sucked. I should have just Vapor Snagged and attacked, but I really wanted to find that land. They're playing a deck that is requiring them to return a lot of stuff to their own hand, though, which I'm finding interesting. What are the odds, right? That's what we want. Okay. I want Hydroblast on top, Island under it. Over it. Put this on top, then put Island on top. Boom. Play the Island. Vapor Snag. Now we have 2 islands in play. That was so bad last turn because Vapor Snagging that thing would have meant that in order to play it, they would have had to return an artifact to their hand, which means they couldn't play the double land. Galvanic Blast, damn. I'm getting beat up by this deck here. Weird colors too. Red, green, white. That is it's a weird color combination of colors. Okay, well, now I don't really have any action. Fairy Miscreant. I guess we just take 6 and leave up counterspells. Yikes. I could Hydroblast one of the 2/2s, but it's not worth it yet. Maybe I should have gone with Stormbound Geist. I'm starting to feel like that would have been pretty good in this matchup. I was supposed to play a Spellstutter Sprite at the end of that turn. I was thinking that, like, if I don't counter anything, then I'll play a Spellstutter Sprite, but that didn't happen. I guess I can play 2 now. Okay. Gosh, they're playing so slowly, and I'm just not doing anything. It's the worst. I'm jamming both of them. I gotta turn this around somehow. Steel Sabotage. They don't have any artifacts up. All right, then we ninja. We got Ponder. I don't think it's worth the risk. I think we played a land this turn. I think. Steel Sabotage turned out to be pretty bad. Do we steel sabotage this? That seems like an okay thing to do. And then we can hydroblast one of their 2/2s. Which I now think is a good idea. Let's wait for the declare blockers. If only I had a daze here. Another one of these guys. Oh, okay. What are my outs? More hydroblasts. I have to like draw hydroblast or just something to get rid of this 2/2, then attack with ninja and hit another relevant card. Oh, that's rough though. That leaves me with even less outs. Okay. Ponder. It always helps. Delver. So we can have a big Chumperino turn. That still doesn't completely help though, because we can only play one of these guys while leaving up Counterspell. So if he can burn one of my guys and then attack, I'm dead. Otherwise, I just have to counter. Well, no, I left Counterspell up for that. Uh-huh. I'm hanging on for dear life here. Draben Inspector. Gah, bunch of 1/1s. I don't have anything against a bunch of 1/1s, especially not an island. All right, all right. We got beat up at the end. Good game. Good game. Well, we lost finally. Man, we won a bunch of games in a row for like 3 hours straight. We just won a bunch of games. And then we got beat up by that deck at the end. That was really cool. Green, red, white. Which is a strange color combination, if you ask me. Oh, that's not our deck. But yeah, I think Stormbound Geist might have been good at the end there for the Undying, and having 3/3s I think would have been pretty important. Even maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of Spire Golems also because they were good against those 2/2s. I don't know. But yeah, them's the ropes. I got beat up at the end, but man, did we wreak havoc for the rest of the time. That was super fun. So I think that's going to be the show from me tonight. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm going to find somebody that I follow who's streaming right now, and we will say hello. on our way out here. On my way out, at least. Who is streaming? We've got. Elvin Cloud is playing a weird game I've never heard of before. That sounds cool. I love this guy, Elvin Cloud. He's one of my earliest Twitch friends. So, yeah, let's go say hi to him. Thanks again for watching. Have yourselves a good night. Bye-bye. I wrote Elvin Night because I was saying have a good night. You know, things happen. Bye.